Street dogs, where y'all at? Where y'all going? So you missed my load as well.
Eric, how much trouble have you got in over this this last week in Tokyo?
I got a lot more trouble than I expected. I think a lot of it's because everyone thought I was Japanese. It's the first time that I actually was more like someone who was living here rather than a foreigner, like a random touristy Asian guy. So let's see what happened. I think I got my wrist grabbed like this 3 times. I got harassed by a Chinese prostitute who I didn't know was a Chinese prostitute. I got sent to an interrogation room at the racetrack. The size of the room like this with like 10 guys standing in like a tiny room. And also yesterday I got kicked in the butt by a 190 centimeter, that's like a 6'5" crazy Japanese guy, and I was holding my flash by my side. He kicked me in the butt. I guess he was going for the butt. He kicked me in the back, and the force made my hand go flying. My flash just slow motion. When it hit the wall, batteries flying everywhere, and I think tonight I might get stabbed in Kabukicho.
This could be the last video of Eric Kim ever made. Eric, do you want to say anything to your fans in case you die tonight?
So guys, if anything happens to me, Charlie's gonna rename my blog to the Charlie Kirk Street Photography blog.
What's up, street dogs?
And every single time he's gonna make a video intro like that. That's my dying wish.
Okay. I will carry on. I'll carry on the legacy.
The legacy.
The Kim legacy.
The Kim legacy. Okay.
What about any final wishes to your mum or to Cindy? Or?
I love you, Ma. I love you, Anna. I love you, Dad. I love you, Cindy. And
well, I mean, you're doing all this for the sake of art, though, aren't you? Yes. I mean, it's like war photography, what you're about to embark on.
Yeah, I think tonight I'm gonna play it safe and ask for permission, because I don't like getting stabbed. Not my thing. I think I'll be okay, but Charlie, you're gonna have to take some bullets for me, man.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Now you gotta say peace.
Oh, okay. The wine and splash doesn't sync with that? No.
Yeah, I gave him, he bought this, and I was like, well, I have one.
You sure you sit here? Go ahead.
If you're used to it, it's fine. But I don't know how that camera is, but with this one, it often like goes right. Yeah, this is quite nice. Nanny? Nanny?
What was that mean? Street dogs! This way!
These girls get these dogs in. Remember that picture of the girl I took?
With the line going through.
Is this where you came yesterday, Eric?
Yeah, the corner.
You're like using
Eric!
see like your 5-meter boys in the 0.7-meter vicinity.
What the shooting star?
I don't know. Not mine. Not my shooting Taking a photo or are you Are you videoing?
Yes.
Why don't you take a video for the photo books here?
了解です。じゃあ、カバー類はもうじゃあ入
Yeah,
れ
you
ちゃ
need like an ultra wide angle. Do you have any
わか
wider?
りました。了解です。じゃあよろしくお願いします。
What lens is that?
それ35 1.4?
すいません。
I used to have that exact setup.
Oh really? How'd you like it?
That's one of the best kind of lenses there is, I think.
Yeah, it is. 35 1.4. Yeah. One problem is it's a little big for street photography. Why don't you record the rest of the place?
I don't know, whiskey looks pretty good.
ウイスキーですね。はい。
ウイスキー何がいいですかターキー。
ターキー。ワイルドターキー。
ああ、ワールド。OK。
はい、ザードお願いします。
で、何
あ、thanks.
ビールで。はい。3、4、5、6。
いやいや。海町。
Inside that photographer bar in Tokyo. It's called the photographer's bar?
Kodoji.
Kodoji?
Yeah, Kodoji.
Inside Kodoji, check out all the books.
Throw these headphones and
So that
one.
ティッシュ。はい、どうぞ。
They're not books about photography though.
Oh, they aren't? What are these books on?
Gay porn.
ごめんなさい。
Oh, okay, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. That kind of like looks like Moriyama-san with a...
That's the guy that used to own the bar.
Oh,
But
really?
he passed
No,
away.
when I went
Oh, what's his name?
I don't know.
I wish I had it. I was in the
Check this place out.
I was in the Navy.
Wait until it's all bought.
Hey, I'm gonna move my mouth and you're gonna say hey, what's up, few times, okay? So focus on me. Is it like one?
No, I'll do it and you say it.
They call them barcode.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Barcode man.
1, 2, 3. Hey, what's up, street dogs? No, you gotta keep doing it. Keep doing it. 1, 2, 3. Hey, street dogs, what's up? So I'm gonna interview Mr. Charlie Cook, aka TQ Dog.
Wait, hang on. When was the last time you ever said my name without saying AKA 2 cute dogs?
It's like in the phrase. It's like you can't separate them. So Charlie, you want to show us what happened to your camera today?
You hit him with a flash. Yeah, that's
You see?
That's awesome. It's so rare to see a good one, man. I've got it. Like I got this one. It's real good.
So what happened, Charlie?
Yeah.
I'm not going to make up a story. I just looked down and my my shutter speed dial had disappeared. So,
I actually stole it. No.
so I'll be going into the Leica store tomorrow to get it sorted out.
So Charlie, tell us your life, your newfound life as a full-time photographer. How does it feel?
His military tattoo.
Well, it hasn't really started yet. I'm just
You look at it, you just start laughing.
walking around Tokyo taking pictures, and to be honest, the pictures I took when I had a job were better than the pictures I've taken when I don't have a job. So my advice is don't lose your job. Keep working and shoot in your spare time.
So tell us some of your thinking about doing some future projects, especially in India. Maybe working with, shooting with color or even shooting with a large format. Can you tell us more about some of your potential future projects?
If it was me, I'll beat your ass up.
Well, it's not decided yet. It's just I would like to go to India mainly just because it's cheap and I could probably live there, for not too much money for a year. I like a lot of the photography I've seen there. I think I'd continue doing the same type of thing, but I'd probably shoot colour just because everyone says you've got to shoot colour in India.
And I forgot that I had it.
I don't know about large format yet. One thing I might do when I go back to England is try and find a large format photographer and be their assistant for a while and try and pick up some tips from them.
I was maybe this close.
But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not going to decide anything for the next couple of months, and then I will probably spend a lot of time speaking to photo editors and charities and try and come up with a good project and go from there.
So, Charlie, recently at the Tokyo Street Photography Workshop, you're quite popular amongst the students. Can you tell us a little bit how your feelings teaching for the first time at a workshop? What are some things that you didn't quite expect, and what are some things that you enjoyed?
That's just insane. Probably still going like.
Well, I guess what I didn't expect was how much of it would entail making sure all the students were together. Half the time I was just looking around going, oh, where are the students? And, so that was pretty annoying, but it was good to see people you know, shooting flash for the first time, getting close for the first time, and it was great how enthusiastic the students were. Everyone was pretty keen to learn, yeah, I mean, I was in two minds as to how helpful workshops were, but you know, Eric does a great job, and everyone seemed to really enjoy it. So yeah, it was great. I mean, I put a sort of blog entry out earlier today about my thoughts, so people can see that. But yeah, basically I learned a lot about myself as well, and I came to the conclusion over the weekend that, you know, my photography is really I think showing who I am, you know, as a person, and I want to continue that for the rest of my life. And I think, you know, if I change as a person, then that will come out in my photography as well. So yeah, it was good. I liked it.
So Charlie, so I think your reputation online is very mixed. That you have a lot of supporters, but also you have a lot of haters. What are some common misconceptions about you yourself as a person, as your photography, and something you would say to people to maybe clarify some things about what you do?
Honestly, Eric's been to my house today, and he gets on the computer and he goes online. He goes,
at the end of the day, people judge me a lot of the time according to the images that I produce, and you know, the things I say online, and you know, that's one aspect of my personality. So
I didn't update the N3
you know, it's not necessarily incorrect. All I'd say is that, you know, a lot of the students over the weekend said, oh, you know, you're very different in person to how I thought you'd be. And a lot of people noticed how good I am with my subjects, and how I get on with people, and how I'm very, like, you know, outgoing and a little bit eccentric, and people seem to respond to me when I want to take their picture, and that obviously doesn't really come across with my online presence, with my photography.
Why did you even ask?
So, you know, everyone is multifaceted, and I am as well. So,
you pour water on
yeah,
it,
you know, I mean, that's it, I think, really.
I know a lot of photographers online really frustrated about their own photography, is, you know, looking at the images, feeling that they're not strong enough, there's not enough inspiration, their style isn't strong enough, and just trying to create memorable images. And when it comes to photography, based on what you've learned during your journey as a photographer, you know, how would you lead people in the right direction based on how you feel about photography and your own personal experiences?
Well, what I'd say is that, you know, street photography is very hard. Oh, thanks. Yeah, street photography is very hard, and you know, I think people need to realise that.
I'll build up from there.
I think people need to spend a lot of time looking at photography.
Everyone I know is
I guess the most important thing really is, and I mentioned this recently on my blog, but you know, I think it's important to find out who you are. And I think photography can help, because with photography you end up taking pictures of things you're interested in, right? And then you look at your work, and with my work, for example, you know, I'm interested in like you know, beautiful women. I'm interested in a kind of darkness. I'm interested in light and shadow. And I think that's kind of reflective of who I am. And when I look at the images, when I try to shoot something different, for example, when I try to shoot in a different style, it just doesn't work, because my heart's not in it. So I think, you know, if people want to shoot with a 50mm lens or an 85mm lens, because you know they like that aesthetic, and because they're more comfortable shooting in that way, then they should do it, and they should push that to the boundaries. I don't, and the same with subjects. You know, if you're interested in a certain subject matter, then you should do that. If you're a people person, then you should, you know, think about portraits more. If you've got a lot of anger, then you should think about flash. You know, if you're sort of quite introspective type, then maybe you should think about using a longer lens. So I think it's really all about marrying yourself with your photography, and ultimately photography can help you discover who you are. So sorry, I'm just talking too much.
So, thank you for this interview, Mr. Cute Dog. I think you're gonna do very well.
Wait till you...
Yeah, go ahead. Can you go? You gotta do the intro.
Introduce me.
No, what's up, Street Talks?
Oh yeah. So what's up, Street Talks?
This is
Japan Camera Hunter. I'm with Mr. Eric Kim.
Who's doing the interview here? You're interviewing everyone.
So I'm with Mr. Bellamy Hunt, aka Mr. Japan Camera Hunter. Follow him at JPN Camera Hunter. Help him get to 1,000 followers. It's gonna really help his self-ego. And also make sure to go to JapanCameraHunter.com and buy some Bukake film cases. You open them up and they're a lovely surprise inside.
Oh yeah, that's a surprise.
So I'm a sticky surprise. So Mr. Bellamy Hunt, can you tell us a little bit about, you know, how's life as, you know, let's say maybe a camera broker, and how that fits in with your own personal photography?
A camera broker in Japan. I mean, I work here, and I've worked here for a long time in the camera industry, so I get to find the things that I guess people don't find and don't see outside of Japan, and that fits into my photography in that I can go out and I can buy cameras, and I can find cameras, and I can get cameras, and because I'm going out, I'm always out with a camera, so I'm always able to be places where I want to be taking pictures, you know, and it helps me to, like, it gives me the time to take a lot of pictures, you know, it really works for me.
So, with your personal photography, you originally shot film, switched to digital, then switched back to film. Can you tell us a little bit what was going through your mind and some of the reasons behind that?
It's really simple. I worked for a quite famous camera company in Tokyo, and when I was working there, at the time I was shooting digital, and they had a huge rental section with every digital camera you can possibly imagine. Everything, you know, phase 1 backs, everything. And I had a digital camera, and I thought, I don't need one now, because if I want something good, I can just borrow it. I can just use it from their stock. And it happened that the guy I was working with, my main manager, was a complete film freak, and he said, well, why don't you just buy a film camera again? And he gave me a film camera and said, come on, get back into it. And so I started taking film, you know, pictures again, sold my digital stuff because I thought I don't need it, and anytime I needed a digital camera, I just borrowed one of theirs. And when I left the company, I was so absolutely enamored with film again, you know, in love with film again, that I thought I have no need to buy or have a digital camera. And I'm still in the fortunate position that I'm still very close to the company, so if I do need a digital camera, I can just go and borrow one of theirs. Yeah.
So Bellamy, you're currently working on the Darkness series.
Yeah.
And I see you as a person. You look like a pretty friendly guy. So how does the Darkness series reflect your feelings about Japan, your life, and what do you want the viewers to get out of your series?
That's a really complicated question. The Darkness series is sort of a reflection of my experiences in Japan, good and bad, up and down, and how this city has given me, you know, it's given me happiness, sadness, loss, loneliness, love. It's given me so many things, you know, and I want my pictures to give people a reflection of these things that this city has given me, because you know, I've lived in several other cities, but I've never lived in one. Apart from the UK, I've never lived in a city as long as I've lived in Tokyo. And for me, showing the Darkness series is a really sort of personal reflection of who I am and how I feel and my emotions that I feel every day walking through this city.
So you've been working on this project for how long?
6 months.
So when you're working on projects, typically how long do you work on a project? And what are some difficulties and frustrations that you've encountered along the way?
I usually work on a project from between 6 months to a year. This one has actually finished its course now. I've taken all of the pictures that I wanted to take with it. There's been a lot of frustrations. There's been down points where I felt I couldn't take any pictures. There have been high points where I felt I couldn't take enough pictures. Some of the frustrations have been, you know, where I've gone out thinking I'm going to get this, I'm going to do this, and I've walked away feeling despondent that I haven't got it. And it's been a sort of an emotional roller coaster, but that's what the whole process of this particular project was about, showing that emotional roller coaster, showing those, how I feel about those things. It's been a sort of a journey of self-discovery, if you want to call it that, a self, you know, understanding. So it's given me a lot.
And you're also one of the instructors at the Tokyo Street Photography Workshop. How has the workshop given you a huge boost in terms of your confidence as a photographer?
Oh, it's been enormous. Working with these students and watching them work and watching how enthusiastic and how excited they are to learn photography and to be photographers, and watching them, you know, look up to me to give them advice on photography, which is something I didn't think would happen, has been a huge boost to me. You know, I was feeling a little bit despondent perhaps about some of my photography, and they've given me a fresh look at things, you know, because they're so excited to see things, and they saw things that I didn't see, but they also made me look for things that I could show them, and I think that was really important for me, and it's given me a sort of a real kick up the arse to get out there and take a lot more pictures.
So you said that the Darkness series has run its course?
Yeah.
What are some future projects you envision working on, or have you come up with any ideas or speculations about what you want to work on moving forward?
Yeah, there is one. Well, yeah, Charlie wants me to work on large format, which I actually am really interested in. That's something that's a definite consideration for me. The one series that, or a series, a personal project that I'm thinking about next is a thing called Jisaboke, which is it's like a visual joke.
Jisaboke?
No, Jisaboke.
It sounds like jizz and bokeh in the same word.
It's a visual joke, and it's a thing that's kind of fun in Japan, that people take something, like somebody who hands somebody a packet of cigarettes and go, oh, your phone's ringing, and they'll pick it up and go, oh, moshi moshi, hey, it's cigarettes, you know. And there's a sort of a visual game in that, using props, and I kind of want to start taking pictures of people with props. So fun portraits and getting people to make a visual joke while they do the portrait. I think that's kind of the next step I'm going to be looking at to do. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bellamy Hunt, for this interview. If you guys need any camera porn, vintage cameras from Tokyo, looking for a Leica lens, whatever, hit up my boy Bellamy Hunt at japancameraHunter.com, and also make sure to get some of those bukkake cases.
Yep, the bukkake cases.
Nice.
Sticky now. Thanks.
Hello, Street Talks. Good evening. This is Eric Kim from the Eric Kim Street Photography blog. I'm doing an interview with Dairo Koga-san from Tokyo. He is very, very well known for his bookstore and his recent Tokyo Ga book.
And Tokyo Ga, the Flickr group.
And Tokyo Ga, the Flickr group.
And Fragments of Tokyo.
And Fragments of Tokyo. Charlie, maybe you should do the interview.
No. But Fragments of Tokyo is a great exhibition. It's held every year.
When you travel, you want
Maybe Koga-san should talk firstly about Fragments of Tokyo, because he's the best person to speak about. So tell us about Fragments of Tokyo.
I'm going to sit all the way down here, I think.
Yeah. No, you have no, it's good. You have the microphone.
Sit over there?
No, sit there. We're doing it.
Fragments of Tokyo is an exhibition of 4 people. Me and John Ellis, Tomaura, and Watanabe-san. Yeah.
Did I hear something?
That's it.
Yeah, but what is, like, the images are all fantastic in Fragments of Tokyo. So tell us a little bit about how you guys decided to have these regular exhibitions and why you chose those 4 photographers.
Well,
and that's all I need.
I love people, and members of friends, and very different style. Yeah, and not only street photography. So different style mixing this exhibition. That's nice. Yeah.
So when it comes to considering a photographer to maybe have an exhibition or do a book, what do you look for in a photographer, in him or herself and their work?
Sorry.
So when you're thinking about choosing a photographer for an exhibition or a book, what do you look for?
What do you look for?
Yeah.
A very real image, sometimes poetic, angry, anxiety, a strong eye. I need a strong eye. A different style that's okay. Street photography, nature photography. But image needs a very strong image. So I don't care which style. Yeah.
So I have a question for you. So when it comes to a strong image, do you think a strong image is more objective? Meaning that there's rules behind a strong image? Or do you feel that it's something subjective, meaning it's something based on your own personal taste and your own opinion? Do you think it's more of one than the other?
Well, you know, the person who taking a good picture is a very unique, always unique. So it seems strong heart is always get a strong image, I think. So style is a very different way. Your style, my style, you know, Charlie's style. But strong heart. Yeah.
So what are some exhibitions, projects, or books that you're currently working on?
Working on now is I'm tired, so I'm in the vacation, and now is I'm pretty much enjoying shooting for myself and drink with Eric Kim.
Ah, yes.
Charlie, you know. So now is there's no project, but I am taking photography for magazine, and I'm working on some project. Yeah, that's okay. No project, that's fine. Yeah.
So talk a little bit more about your own photography is when you're out taking photos, what do you look for and what do you want your viewers to feel from your photographs?
They do not bother you.
Well,
And to be honest, like you both look like pretty.
I like
I'm
a strong poetic image.
like I'm so
Yeah, so
Definitely.
yeah, that's it. Sorry for my poor English.
No, his sometimes short and simple is the best. And so, is there any last words you'd like to say to your fans?
Oh, there is no my fans. But I really appreciate Eric Kim's enthusiasm and for the workshop in Tokyo. Yeah, that's good for Japanese. I don't know a lot of Japanese coming in your workshop, but yeah, thanks for coming and hope you enjoy in Tokyo. Yeah.
Thank you, Koga-san, for the interview, and also thank you for the ramen you treated us to. Thank you very much.
Me and my wife went to this thing.
Okay, are we going? Okay, hey Street Hogs, this is Charlie Kirk from the Eric Kim Street Photography vlog. You see, I don't have the same pizzazz as Eric, but anyway, I'm here with Eric Kim. The last time we did this was in Paris. You remember?
Oh yeah. Wait, where's the spoon?
With hang on, let's do a shout out to the most beautiful girl in Paris, Alexandra. You heart.
Hey, we need a. Who has a spoon? Is there a spoon?
No,
Ask her.
this is not a spoon. This is a spoon. That is not a spoon.
Okay.
So this is Charlie Kim. This is Charlie Kirk reporting live from Kodoji Bar in Shinjuku, Tokyo, interviewing Eric Kim from LA. Say hello.
It is a pleasure to be here, Mr. Charlie Kim.
Okay, Eric Kim. So we've already covered your problems in Tokyo.
Yes.
Your broken flash and your numerous incidents.
Yes.
Tell me, how do you deal with problems on the street when you use flash? What have you learned over the last few days that you're going to take forward, in your street flashing future?
Well, I think a huge part of it is understanding the local culture because
There's that kind of.
there are some things that I don't know. For example, in Tokyo,
They're everywhere. Like
there are certain red light districts where there's a lot of prostitutes who don't like getting taken. To me, as a foreigner, they don't look like prostitutes, so they look like subjects that are okay to shoot. Likewise, I don't know what the Yakuza look like. Charlie says they're just older men that look quite unfashionable. And not only that, but not knowing a language in a certain country is quite, it can create a lot of problems. And
If you get in trouble, you can't. If you get in trouble, you can't talk your way out of it. You know?
so one thing I actually did was have one of my Japanese friends write a little note in my notebook saying, in kanji saying, "Sorry, I cannot speak Japanese. I'm a photo student, and I didn't mean to offend you, and I'm just doing a project in Tokyo." And
He's talking to the spoon again, huh?
yes, but not only that, but it's really important to, have someone who's local to kind of show you around and help you get a better feel of the place and also bail you out of situations. Like Charlie's bailed me out of half a dozen situations, and if it wasn't for him, I'd probably be at the police station getting jailed up or something like that.
Oh, really?
Okay, next question, Eric. So, your photography. Where are you going to go with it from now? What are you thinking? Yeah, what are you doing with it? No one's seen an upload from you for a few months. I know you're working on a project over the next year. What kind of images do you want to capture? What do you want to say? What do you want to do with this stuff?
Well, so Mr. Charlie Kirk, aka 2Q Dogs, gave me a challenge of not uploading any photos for an entire year. The reason being is that sometimes as photographers, especially shooting digital, we get in such a huge rush to upload our images so quickly, and we don't take the time to stop and critically look at our images. And I'm starting to understand that it's less about quantity, it's more about quality. So the challenge is not to upload any photos for a year. At the end of the year, upload my 20 best images. With my images, I want to continue shooting with the flash. I think that not only does it give me more opportunities to shoot when I can't 8K at night, because zone focusing at night is just impossible, but also I like the sense of surrealism that flash creates, and I think what differentiates my flash photography from that of Charlie Kirk, that of Dirty Harry, that of Bruce Gilden, Mark Cohen, and all the other great photographers out there, is that I think myself as a person, I consider myself a very friendly and approachable guy. And a lot of my photos, I kind of feel that physical closeness is also emotional closeness. And when I take photos, I feel like I want the viewer to connect with the subjects on some kind of emotional level and feel like they can experience what they're experiencing. And also, I don't know why, but I'm really attracted to old ladies with hats. So hopefully at the end of my project, have a solid image of 20 flash photos. I've also recently inherited a Leica M6 from Todd Hatakayama of the Todd Hatakayama Gallery in downtown LA. So I plan on maybe shooting with more films, because it's been helping me become a lot more critical with my images and helps me slow down a lot. But at the end of the year, I want to hopefully have an exhibition. And
yeah, but what are you actually trying to say? What are you trying to say with your pictures?
I want my subjects to look at the people, the photos of the people I take, and be able to kind of stop from the hecticness of everyday life and kind of share a moment with the subjects, whether it be a subject, brushing their hair, whether it be a subject holding the hand of his or her girlfriend, whether it be a guy who's a little bit old having a tough time. It's capturing a lot of humanity, and sometimes people forget what it means to be human. And with my images, I want to have people just kind of stop and look and think about what it means to be human, and appreciating the people around them. And I think it's a process that I'm learning along the way. And
well, here's another question for you.
They tell you like why this is.
I mean, because the lens is like one.
A lot of the very best images that I've ever seen that show me something about humanity are portraits rather than candid street pictures. Are you going to do more portraits?
I think I am. One of the things I was thinking about is, now that I have a film camera, I really like the look of Porta 400 film. And I'm moving to Michigan sometime next year to be with my girlfriend Cindy. And I would like to really do a portrait series on Detroit and people in Flint and other parts of Michigan where unemployment's really high, and probably get to know people a little bit better and do more of a photojournalistic project. Because, I mean, for a long time I felt that, photography just has to be on pose, but I think that recently I've been introduced to a lot of photography by Charlie, like that of Alex Soth, who gets really intimate with his subjects and does wonderful portraits, and realize that, who cares if it's pose or unposed, as long as you can create an image that is memorable, that your subjects can connect with. And so I think, I do see myself doing a lot more portraiture in the future.
Okay, so if you plan on doing a deep long-term project, how will that work with your workshops then? Because I personally think that photography and traveling around the world doing workshops are a little bit incompatible.
Support America.
I think at some point you're going to have to really cut down on the workshops in order to become a photographer.
Well, one of the plans moving forward is, figure out other ways I can support myself by not doing workshops. And part of traveling is I love traveling, but it's really physically, mentally, and emotionally draining and all that. But I'm away from my girlfriend really long, so hopefully I can figure out some ways I can make my workshops work. Maybe remotely. Maybe I could, do more books. Maybe I could do some other ways where I can support myself and not travel so much. Because I do agree that, I think if you want a really great project, you have to dedicate at least 1 year year, maybe 2 years, 5 years, or even 10 years doing a project. And so I think that as I take my photography more seriously, not traveling so much, and really hopefully making projects that aren't just interesting images, but images that my subjects could emotionally connect with on a much more deeper and profound level.
Okay, good. Interview finished. Thanks very much, Eric Kim.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kirk.
The intro to his documentary.
I'm teaching him how to load the film.
He walked in there.
I know how to load it, but I'm just bad at it.
That shit was crazy.
Oh, you actually...
I saw his fridge.
Push down like that. Down. Fill out. Push it through. Clicks in. Bang. Push up. Yeah.
Push up.
Yeah. Make sure this is on the click. One push.
It was like at least 25 rolls.
And then when you've done it, you just roll it on once. And then you push through.
They know my
Oh, you're speaking French? Bonsoir. Nice hats.
Oh, is this a data trick?
Yeah.
That would be interesting. I'm shooting with the pros here. This is Eric Kim and Charlie Kirk. I just got flashed in the face by Eric. Not fun. Not fun at all.
Eric, flash in my mouth.
Is it warm?
It is quite warm, yeah.
This flash is actually quite weak. The other flash I have. GIB って書いてあってさ。
He has another one.
Hold your flash up higher.
Same perspective.
You gotta make sure you're positioning it so the flash actually hits his face. So you'd be conscious, like hold it like this, take a photo. So actually above his face.
And as that flash is shit, make sure you test out the exposure for like a certain... It's still burning a little bit. This way?
This way.
Yeah. You tell me? I'll quickly. You need to improve your speed. You're very slow. Hit me. Go on. And again. Yeah.
16 minus 2. Not only that, I hold it like, you know. No.
I think that might be a nice picture. He was smiling quite nicely. Yeah,
F11, on me, F15.
The thing is, with this motherfucker, you can't see which.
Is that iPad 2 or iPad 1?
Oh, one.
Oh, that smells good.
Oh, this one is good. Oh,
Giant gyozas.
gyoza.
Well, I can
Hey Street Talks, this is Eric here for the Street Photography Vlog. We're hanging out, where are we hanging?
I don't know where we are, but apparently it's the, oh, let's have Charlie.
Hey Charlie, what's this place called? What's this area called?
Nichome.
Nichome.
Shinjuku Nichome.
Shinjuku Nichome. It's the gay district of, oh, did you go? Oh, sorry, did you go?
Go.
Oh, no, go.
No, I mean, we were doing it. No, right, just come through. Thank you.
Their lifestyles are not going to be as good as they
We're in the gay district of Tokyo, having fun at a bar. So I'm here with Adam, one of the guys who attended the workshop. So Adam, tell us about your experience with street photography before the workshop.
Well, basically, I've been following Eric for quite a while on his blog, and he's actually gotten me quite far. Hold on, this guy.
No one complains about that.
He's actually gotten me quite far in the extent of getting up close and approaching people. I've been studying in Sydney, so in Australia it's quite easy to approach people in the sense of like taking a photo. People tend to smile, people tend to have positive reactions. But in Tokyo it's sort of different.
Let's go shoot some.
Yeah.
How's it different?
Well, Eric could have testified yesterday. He had a bit of problems yesterday. He got approached, he got held by the hand, and he actually got kicked in the butt yesterday.
Literally.
Literally got kicked in the butt yesterday. But people here are kind of a lot more conservative, and those who actually approach to take a photo, they either shy away from the camera, so you have to actually react really fast, like how Charlie other than that, like I haven't had any really negative experiences in here. So it's been a positive experience. It's my first time here at Tokyo. And actually watching Eric and Charlie and Bellamy and Alfie actually shoot has been an experience of its own, in its own. Like I would have came to Tokyo just to see them shoot. It's an experience. And just to watch them how smoothly see Charlie's now shooting. Yeah. So how smoothly they actually go, taking the photo and how they react, and how they connect with the subject. That's something you really can't learn. Thank you, Charlie.
Alright, so are you live? Are you live? Are you live?
Yeah, I think we're live.
Alright, so last question, Adam. What was the number one thing you enjoyed most about the Tokyo Street Photography Workshop with Eric Kim, Bellamy Hunt, Alfie Goodrich, and Charlie Cook? What was your number one favorite thing?
Okay, well, firstly, the whole experience, like, we made a lot of friends, and friends, like Eric said, we keep alive. And, like, I like, half of them have already left Tokyo, so I really miss them. Charlie's actually egging me on from behind the camera, but I actually have to say, in all honesty, watching him shoot, such a tiny bar we're in, it's really concentrated. claustrophobic. But actually watching him shoot and watching him interact with the people that he has. I mean, if you've seen his short film, Two Cute Dogs, right? I mean, you're like, oh, this asshole, like, you know, he's going around, he's harassing people and all that, but you haven't seen how he interacts with people. And I think like the way Eric planned this with 4 instructors, not just Eric alone, like it gave us like a whole sense of different styles of street photography. And I think each of the participants, every one of the participants could identify at least with one of them, or yeah, sort of something like that.
So you guys could grow a beautiful beard like Adam. Oh shit! Oh, good save.
Good save.
Right.
Yeah.
Peace out, Street
Peace
Dogs.
out.
Eric, go flash the bike.
Good.
Get him. Go on, Eric. Go on, Eric.
He thought they were gonna.
Oh, that's not just smiling.
Yeah, I know. No, he just actually, if you can't that.
I don't like
What we gotta do, man? All of us gotta run. Like, oh shit! Oh my God, I'm a celebrity.
No, only if I find them interesting. I think the best thing about shooting a film is that you really don't know 100% how the horse is going to turn out. So I think part of the mystery is actually quite fun. Because the match comes off.
We're walking with too many cameras to take any picture.
We need to get
One
the big
person gets
air.
our picture like,
Like the cover's blown.
Well, when you're shooting in a group, my opinion is if one person gets the shot, don't go and take the same shot. There you go. Yeah. You need to speed up. Adam, speed up. Thing is, if you're shooting off camera and you raise your arm like that, he's already seen it. He's seen it, right? So quick.
You bring it straight up your eye.
Bring it up at the same time. Go click. At the same time, it's like click. It's not like,
Just go
click.
and shoot that wall. Shoot the wall. You should be doing this.
I should make that flash street photography shirt. I think there's actually enough people to buy it now. Hey, your cap's on. One! Three-dimensional loser. Three-dimensional loser.
Three-dimensional loser.
3 is out, man. 3 is out. All right.
Alright, I already caught you first time.
I wish that was on video.
That was hilarious.
I wish
I'll
that
get you
was
that
on
next
video.
time.
That's hilarious.
You're always.
I like it because you look so cool. You're like,
I tell you what, if that was caught on video and you were using that hammer toe, that so would have gone viral.
oh, that would be fucking hilarious.
One thing is, man, I bought my list and stuff when we went to the microphone. Yeah. I didn't have my list snap on for like a month and a half or so.
Oh, really?
I never used it. Let's snap.
picture your flash, your flash is pointing towards my chest and my face. So if you're going to do this, right, make sure it's straight, but pointing straight at the face and the range. Just be very conscious of, no, see it. Bring the camera to your eye. Bring the camera to your eye. So I get more head flash. Not like that. Hold it how you're holding before. Okay? And then I'll hold your hand to make sure it's pointing towards my face. So bring it to your eye. So this should be like that.
In my opinion, you taking Eric's picture portrait, treat it like the sun. So the sun is higher up.
Be very conscious about how to point. Yeah.
No. Be more to. Right.
That might be. Oh! Adam.
No, I'm not looking.
Oh!
Eric.
What's wrong? Where's half the group?
Eric, where are the others?
They have a head.
Oh, they're.
I think Dre was behind though, wasn't he? So moving.
Getting colder.
Where's that photo?
This guy. I was trying to get the guy in the cab.
Oh, sorry.
But I missed him.
Zip 分はもうほとんど 95% 私のものみたいな感覚で言うから。
Delete. Delete.
So 例えばすごく安全
運転をしましょう。
ああはいはいはい。いいこと。いいこと。
お冷たいコールド。
してる？コールド。イギリス人はこれ。はいどうも。Did I go this way?
I got him.
Right, let's get moving. Let's take it. You have brilliant hair. I like it. It's very cool. Oh, we already had some pictures taken.
Damn it.
Okay. The dude. What's he doing? Oh, this guy. He's a host. Host. 男性もホストクラブ行っていいですか？女性だけ。
あ、ダンスちょっと今日うちのお店は入れないです。他の
他の店 OK？
まあ OK なところ OK じゃない。
じゃないですけど。
じゃないですけど。
日本を出る前に1回だけ入りたいですか？
入れるところと入れないところがあるんですよ。
ああ、OK。
うちのお店ちょっと入れない。
あ、OK。
ごめんなさい。
No, he's like a male hostess. So basically he serves lots of ladies. And I said, is it possible for a man to go in the club? And he said some clubs is okay, some clubs is not okay.
He's a male hostess. What does that even mean?
Basically ladies come to his club and he talks to ladies. It's like ladies going to your workshop.
He speaks English, Those girls want to hang out with that dude.
Damn, she's cute.
What dude?
Wait, so that one gay-looking guy, the girls want to hang out with him.
Who? The one at the front?
Back there. Oh, okay. Yeah. So those girls want to hang out with him?
Yeah, they pay to hang out with him. Well, they pay to hang out with people in his bar.
Oh, so it's like opposite.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah, it's the opposite to a hostess club.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know, but
So all the guys probably look like him, huh?
yeah, all the people in the club look like him. Yeah.
The funniest thing is taking a photo of another photographer. That's hard.
サキさんと電話してる。
Oh, the police?
Well, the problem is that if you're Japanese, they're gonna push you around. You look Japanese. 上野だね、上野。
I think that was important.
Should have got down a little bit lower just to
Yeah.
get that up.
Look, Charlie's gone up there chasing bitches.
Why do you just have fucking American accent?
Chasing bitches.
How do you wear a shirt that says America, fuck yeah?
No, trust me, it'll be like, you see 100 other motherfuckers wearing the same shirt.
I've hurt my legs, man. That's a great guy. Good one. He was pissed.
I've seen him.
それが俺じゃないの。
ああ、もう一枚。セレブだ、セレブ。
How's that?
Street talk!